Hello, water signs. It's going to be my Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces. And welcome to your daily oracle and card reading of the day. If you found this channel, thank you. I would definitely appreciate the subscription, likes, and comments. We're going to move right into the numerology guidance cards. In order to make the videos shorter for you, I do shuffle off camera. So this has been shuffled, and your card for today is 16, and that's a rebirth. 16 resonates to a 7, which is actions. So you essentially have had a death of someone. That's not always a person. Sometimes it can be relationships, epiphanies, ways of doing things. It's kind of like the death card in the tarot. You know, with a death comes a rebirth. A lot of times it's symbolized by the butterfly at the end. This just indicates that a major transition will result in your personal growth significantly. You've entered a period of spiritual awakening. You have the opportunity to align with your higher self. This is kind of where you surrender to the divine and the changes around you. It's about becoming the best that you can be. And you're really being encouraged to trust the process, that the universe has your back. Even though you have free will, your path is divinely carved for you. So the transformation is basically inevitable. Try to face this with excitement and positivity. And from the Santa Muerte Tarot today, we have drawn Major Arcana, and it's the Lover's card. I absolutely love this card. It's absolutely stunning. This entire deck is really stunning, and I like it because it gives an advice of the dead passage every day. And my grandmother is actually the one that got me into tarot, so I kind of feel like when I read for myself that the message is from her. So with that, visualize someone close to you that's, physically no longer here, and hear the message that way. The card of the Lovers forces us to choose, but not before we've gone through a period of learning. We, came to a crossroads and picked our direction. And we're finally ready to do what we like and then love what we do. The key of the choice shines actively, and the heart is open to accept it to create a new union, project, or friendship. It's a moment for meetings, social life, and altruism. The advice from the dead today states that having chosen the direction, proceed without hesitation down the road. It will probably be the harder road, but it will reveal itself without a doubt to be the best way to gain what you love. Our last tarot for the day before getting into the oracles is from the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. And it drew in reverse. It drew the Two of Swords today, which in this deck is the card of confusion. So the reverse is that the card's implying a time when there's not an easy solution for anything. So you just may feel like every time you're doing something, you're coming upon a roadblock. Sometimes it's people, sometimes it's timing, sometimes, it can literally be a roadblock on your way home from work. And sometimes you may be having a hard time distinguishing what exactly that block is. This also means that we could be letting someone else run our life and make decisions for us. That we're scared to see both sides of the truth. There's always more than one truth. It's kind of like your heart and mind being at war with each other. or the conscious and subconscious. It really is just a sign to, sit yourself down somewhere, maybe the end of the day, and just, logically maybe do a pros and cons list and, try to sort out the confusion. And our next oracle is from the Enchanted map, what we've drawn. Also in reverse, I'm flipping, is 4, and that's the spirit of place. Because it's reversed, it really may mean that right now there may be some confusion, that you don't know your place in this world. That's going to start with being your authentic self, and don't get entangled in the details or the desires that obscure the truth of your situation. Again, it's asking you to step back and ask yourself the hard questions. There's always going to be a hidden agenda. Trust your intuition to lead you home. You are your own compass. And it's really about, opening all of your senses. You're going to be able to tell what's truth and what's fake and what will lead you home. But the number one step in that is to remain honest with yourself. The yin and yang, the good and the bad. Don't try to be someone you're not. That really isn't taking you to your home. Next to last card, we have the Wisdom of the Oracle. And what we've drawn, these cards don't reverse, is 37. Oddly enough, that equates to a 10, and it speaks of completions, but the card is the never-ending story. This indicates to me that it's a reminder that we're ever evolving, ever changing. Even if something seems stagnant, we are constantly on a roll. It's woven through the fabric of our life. And with that, it comes memories and hopes and excitement. I mean, it's a very positive card. It tells us, as she's in the sky, that the sky's not always falling. Sometimes you literally can be on top of the world, but to take that with a grain of salt, because you never know when the bottom can fall out. Your life is going to be a flux of up and downs. And with that, some of the best ways you can avoid that is to avoid drama, especially if it doesn't concern you. Kind of the sit up here where you're at, introspect, and just say, not my circus, not my monkeys. And hope that you remain unscathed. And even if you do come across a situation, know that as bad as it may seem at the time, you are being divinely guided by the universe, and you're being taught a lesson. And, open your senses and be receptive to it, because you don't want to repeat the lesson again. You want to make a karmic completion with that. Lastly, we're going to take a look at what might be in your blind spot today and try to bring that to the forefront. Every day is a learning experience. So what's been drawn is number 56. That resonates to an 11, so you guys got a master number today. And Seagull number 56 is the comfort zone. So right now, you're not clearly seeing much of what you're doing is putting you into a box or a corner, because you're staying comfortable rather than, making that effort to branch out and try new things and take you out of that comfort zone and, have the growing pains, and you're trying to stay stagnant even though you're never really stuck. So be aware of what you're avoiding, and start with some simple steps to ease yourself out, and learn some great life lessons that the divine is providing you. It's been a pleasure to read for you guys today, and I hope that you will subscribe and like this video, and that I'll see you again. Until next time.